What's the other Wednesday? The other white meat, I guess. I hope everybody's doing all right. Hope everybody's had a good week thus far. Hump day. We're halfway there for a lot of us. Now, some of us are already well past this point, and I'm a little bit envious. But I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's got something good on their work table. We got all kinds of things to look at, talk about today. Let's talk some leather. And I'm sure food's going to kind of work its way into this at some point. But that's okay. It's something we all enjoy, right? So, Devison, first one in the shop today. Devison, thanks for being with us. Y'all, everybody, thanks for making these what they are. Absolutely. Dave Thomas, nice to see your name pop up, Dave. Dave, Raging Buffalo Leather Company. Um, I'm able to listen and work today at the same time. So maybe there's at least 1 hour, of your work day that will actually go a little bit faster. I hope so. I hope so. But I'm glad everybody's here. Nonetheless, Don, hello, right back to Southern California. Dave Smout, happy Wednesday, right back. Oh, let's see. Oh, Rain White Buffalo. Hi from Kansas. Hello, right back to Kansas. You've got a beautiful state. Tobias Williams from Toledo, Ohio. Now, let me say this right up front because if you're new with us or the folks that are new jumping in, well, first off, welcome. A big welcome to you from all of us. But here's a good point. You're now a member of a very friendly, very big family and there's like 7,000 of us. You think you had a big family before? Yeah, we got a big family now. And it is, you'll see all the great names that roll in. So, anybody that's new with us, come on in. You're very welcome. Drop in a comment. We got a fan page. That's why I say there's 7,000 of us in this great family, right? So you're always welcome. I think that's where I'm going, and I hope this is fun and interesting. We're gonna talk some leather today, and if we have time, a cautionary tale. Yeah, we'll get there. Uh, but let's see what we've got here. Las Corvid Leathercraft. Happy Wednesday from Las Vegas. I hope y'all are doing all right. Sounds like y'all have gotten some rain. Um, oh, let's see. Diaz, Chuck, the shotgun shelf concho worked brilliant. Thanks for drilling out the cap. Yeah, drilling out the cap and adding a rivet. I'm glad my advice worked. Okay, first off, but I'm glad you found a good answer to your question. Leo is with us. Leo Christopher. Y'all, it's good to see everybody's name pop up. Y'all, thanks for making this what it is. Oh, and I know we got notes. We got notes over here. May get to them, may not. It's been a weird day. It's a weird day. I don't know why. I finished a video and the editing bores me to freaking tears. It just edit insert at so anyway, we're gonna see what happens today. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, let's start right here. I see so many great comments coming in. That's why I don't want to go over to the paperwork. So, let's see. Floop. Hi from London. Y'all, we're gonna talk about that here in just a minute, but I'm glad you're with us. I'm certainly am. Tur Ordenson. Afternoon, Chuck from Western New York. Glad to have New York with us. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Chopper Punk TV. Hello from Dakota and Hart. Devison, there you are, Sandra Walters. Let's see. Sandra. Hi, Chuck. Let me thank you for all of the wonderful and helpful information in these videos. Bless your heart. They are well worth the watch, especially for someone about to pick up a swivel knife for the first time. You're going to have a blast. You're going to have a well, first off, thank you for the comment. It really does. It means more than you know. Those go deep. They really do. But Sandra, I hope you have a blast with it. You can tool anything. Oh, you're going to have a blast with that. Let us know how it goes. Fan page. Drop something up on the fan page when you're ready. Lane is with us. Hello. Happy Wednesday from London. Happy Wednesday right back to London. Y'all, let's just jump to this briefly because we lost Queen Elizabeth II. And she was a lady of grace and dignity. She really was. Now, here in the U.S., I feel like we lost a beloved grandmother. That's exactly the way I feel. And this is funny. This is funny because bless her heart, if I knew nothing else about her, and this is all I knew, you've probably read this story. And I saw it, I think, on Fox. She was walking with a bodyguard up at Balmoral, and some tourists, Americans, approached him. And I think asked the bodyguard, "Hey, have you ever met the Queen?" Right? And he said, "Oh, yes, I've met the Queen." He said before he knew it, they had handed their camera to the queen and said, "Hey, can you get a picture of us with the bodyguard?" So, oh, and like I said, if I knew nothing else about her, her comment when they moved on was, "I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that room when they figure out who took the picture." But I think they probably know now. But again, y'all, we mourn with you. I think you're in 9, 10 days of mourning. Please forgive me for not knowing more of the details, but we're with you. Our hearts are with you. Let's see. Okay, Dean Gregor, September 16th, day after tomorrow, Friday, 48-year anniversary. Congratulations, Dean, to you and your lovely wife. I hope you have a great day or a great week. See, not working to that. A great weekend or a great day. That's what I'm hoping for. I tried to promise myself earlier, let's slow down, make it. No, not going to do it. So anyway, we've met, right? Not going to happen. Let's see. Also ideas, Christmas ideas coming up. Got a couple of possible ideas, but the holidays are coming and they're going to sneak up on us. Summer felt like 10 minutes long. I did a lot of traveling. And I mean, it's like it's like I've gone from spring to fall, but that's okay. I love fall. I love fall. But also, y'all on the other side, oh, I'm a little envious because summer's coming. Yeah. Oh, so anyway, love fall, love spring. Not a big fan of winter, but we're in the South. So I got to live up north for a year and Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Loved it. Loved every minute. They had real winter. We were sledding on the golf course and I learned to play pond hockey. A boy from Houston, Texas, learned to play some good pond hockey. Yeah, down here, it's cold. It's just cold. So anyway, uh, oh, Sandra back again. Thank you for putting some comments. Everybody that drops in comments, y'all, thank you for carrying this. Wouldn't be like this if it were just me. Anyway, okay. Let's see. I'd like to make a suggestion for a leather element video. Y'all, please. Absolutely. Like I said, I'm going to retire in about 7 years. So I need about 350 more video ideas. Not many, right? Not many. Oh, yay. Anyway, point is, y'all pitch these in, and Sandra, thank you for doing the same. I've noticed that in about 97% of your videos, you always mention one of the best or one of my favorite tools, stamps, etc. Okay. I think I see where you're going with that one, Sandra. Let me jot that down. Now, next week, I'm going to go through all our comments. And in fact, I've got a couple of comments from last week. So if by chance I forget that, I'll see it next week. But I actually have on here next week, right? So, okay. I'm going to look for that. I'm going to look for your comment when I go through those. So, Sandra, thank you very much. Oh, boy. Oh, Brandon Morrissey. There we go. I'm sorry. I was reading the comment. And Les Corbin, Leathercraft, you're exactly right. Lost Corbin. I'll get that right. I'll say it a couple of times. I'll get that right. Please forgive me. Everybody, please forgive me if I botch your name. To me, there's nothing more rude. But Brandon is with us, Columbus, Ohio. Let's see. Just picked up the craft, and your videos have been a big help in learning. Bless your heart again. Thank you for that. I'm so glad. I'm so glad y'all feel that way more than you know. Let's see. Don Lapham is with us. Fall, spring, winter, summer, in that order. That's right. There you go. That's exactly right. Well, excuse me just a second. There we go. Make sure I come back up, right? Ralph Morrow is with us. Good afternoon, Ralph. Let's see, Chris. A lot of our shops are selling Christmas items now. Yeah, it's probably not going to be long before they start selling Christmas items on like January 2nd, right? Anyway, love the season. Love the season. We're going to talk about some Christmas gifts. Let's see. Yeah, Don Lapham, I agree here. I hate the heat, and I live in Georgia, right? To say that in Georgia, but I kind of grew up in Texas, so I actually stepped back a little bit. Let's see. Okay, Sandra, here's the rest of that. I was wondering if you could compile a list of your top 3 best and or top 3 favorite tools each category. That's an excellent idea for a leather element. Yeah, perfect. Sandra, great. Thank you. There's one ready to go. So excellent. And I could use them. I really could. So big help. Let's see. Henry Copeland. Good to see your video. Let's see. All right. So I watched Tip's video on dyeing leather black. Could you explain the blue technique a bit more, please? Henry, I'm not sure. I've never done this myself. I've just heard of this, from the old school folks that you dye blue. And I'm just using Pro Dye. So I go with a Pro Blue and then let that dry and then go with a Pro Black. I can honestly see a difference. I mean, there are shades of black, absolutely, but it was a visible difference. Henry, I'm sorry, I can't give you much more information than that. Um, I'm sorry, I wish I could give you more on that, but I think I'm going to start going that route. I think I might start doing it now. It doubles our dye cost, doubles our dry time, but still pretty deep black. Um, let's see, Henry. Okay, good evening from Wigan, England. Glad you're with us. Glad you're with us tonight. Glad to have everybody here. JP44. Videos are very helpful. Thank you for that. I am just now getting into leatherworking. Oh, it's okay. You're gonna have a blast. You'll see. Everybody can pitch in and say so, but you're gonna have a blast with this. You don't realize how much you can make with leather, and you don't realize the products out there that cost $1,500. If we see a briefcase that costs and they do, there's some that are, and they're crap. Okay, that fell out because no, they're not. They're not. They're not. They're just not what we can make. Right. So anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That kind of, sort of, not really, sort of, not really. Anyway, so that's how most of us get into this is motivation. We see something we like, we can't afford it. We figure out how we can make it ourselves. So I hope you have a great time. I really do. Let's see. Pam Watson is with us. Oh man, listening in a dead run today. That doesn't sound good. Let's see. This Chuck Down is my happy moment of almost calm for the day. I'm glad you feel that way. Very much so. Very cool. And I'll try to back up and slow down and right. Okay. So okay, Jeremy Johnson sounds like you're having some trouble, but back up. Good. Nicola, hi from Chicago. Working on some Christmas gifts. That's cool. That's cool. We better start because it'll be here in no time. It will be here in no time. Part of that is that we got like Halloween coming up. That's going to get here in no time. Then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas is like a month later. That's part of it, right? All the holidays kind of stack up here, but it beats the crap out of that winter into early spring, no holiday period. It's like 5 months before Labor Day, and we get like one day off and all of that. And I almost feel like, at the end of that, I'm just working. It's almost like I forget there are holidays and vacation days. Tila Lovell. Let's see. Hey, all. Thanks so much for the positive feedback on my latest post on that page. That's exactly right. Y'all, everybody, thank you for being so positive to the folks that are putting projects up because it can be a little scary. I don't post as much as I should because everything I make y'all see in a video, right? But it's a little scary at first. Is my work good? No. And I mean, the second you start seeing comments, everything's great. So y'all, thank you for doing that. Very much so. I just don't know of another group that's as happy and friendly and it just gives you so much oomph and yay and great job. And I'm so happy to see that. Let's see. Okay, JP44. I made a stamp using my 3D printer. Cool idea. It turned out and worked well. Nice. Rare Breed is with us. Rare Breed, good to see your name pop up. Oh, and there's good information. FYI, 102 days till Christmas. That seemed like 10 minutes. And George Hurst, absolutely. I worked at Tandy. I don't think I ever talked to George, but I got to meet him at a couple of shows and just a very friendly, kind gentleman. Excuse me. Yo, sorry about that. Strained my throat. But yeah, George, he was one of a kind. He really was. Learned so much from his videos. He's probably one of the reasons that I kept going. After you get a start, I think that's one of the reasons. Believe this, and I'm going to show my age. Bought a couple of VCR tapes back in the day, right? So anyway, JR Crafting, happy Wednesday, all. Happy Weaver Wednesday. Thank you. Nice touch. Sorry about that. Don't know what I did. Um, oh, Nicola, man, join the crowd. Every single year, I always wait till the last minute to do Christmas gifts, and I'm determined to not make that same mistake this year. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I think, yeah, right. For like 40 years, I've been in leathercraft. So 39 years, I have put it. Who works on Christmas Eve, right? Who's wet forming with dye on Christmas Eve? Yeah, that's typically where I am. Christmas Eve is in my shop. Anyway, uh, let's see, Bib's Workshop. Well, first off, glad to see your name, but yeah, gonna have to remember the Weaver Wednesday. That's cool. Nice one. Nice touch. Uh, let's see, David Limmer, Midlothian, Virginia. Boy, David, you've got a beautiful, beautiful state. You really do. We drive through that. My wife's dad lives up in New Jersey, dad and brother. And boy, I think we traverse Virginia. It's a long drive, but it's stunningly beautiful state. Nonetheless, David, I'm glad you're with us. Glad you're with us. DS, let's see. Oh, the consummate nerd. Oh, that's okay. That's a good one. Uh, Doug Tuck. There we go from Iowa. Uh, no, well, medicine bags. Yeah. Um, yeah, like little cinch bags. Absolutely. I think we've got a video on that. Excuse me. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we've got a video on cinch pouches. Just they're 6x6. But I think in the video, if I can remember this, we actually made one that was like, I don't know, 4x4 inch or 1x1 inch or anyway, something like that. See if that helps. But yeah, you could add, oh, you can make all kinds of gorgeous pouches. Um, oh, Dean, I hope you're not having tech issues there. Joe Gray. Joe Gray, Westchester, Pennsylvania. Nice. Boy, I loved living in Pennsylvania. The food. Oh, man. Shoe fly pie. I have never found its equivalent in the South. Not once. Um, oh, but I am keeping up and I didn't notice. I'm keeping up. Okay, let's do this because before the time absolutely flies by, um, let's do this. Okay, so we always try to up front, which it's not now, right? Tricks or tips for the new folks, just little odds and ends. Anybody put these in, things that kind of tripped us up in the beginning, things that confused us in the beginning. But here's one. Kits. Kits are a great way to go. I love kits. I don't buy a mini at this point. When you kind of get more experience, but when you're new, kits can do two things for you. First off, you get a guide on how to put that project together. Literally, you get good instructions with that. But ding, you also get a pattern. That's exactly right. You get a pattern, but you get a pattern that you can manipulate into your own thing. You absolutely can. So kits are a great way to go. Don't shy away from those. And actually, we've got one which, ooh, nice segue, Chuck, into Christmas gifts. I know. Yeah, that was planned. Anyway, we've got a great stocking kit. So a good Christmas idea. But again, the kits, I love the kits. And we've got some great kits, and a number of companies have some very nice kits. But anyway, for the new folks, great place to start. You learn how to make the project and you get a pattern. So it's a twofer. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's we got a couple of comments from last week. I'm gonna come back to those. Because let's jump over to the fan page because we need some shout outs for the folks on the fan page. Beautiful work. I mean, and I'm just picking out 6 out of so many. Bob Silva Palm, ammo cartridge pouch. Nailed it on that one. That absolutely looks good, and it looks like it works very well. It's a good design on that. Let's see, Chris Gallick, first holster. Okay, first holster, and it looks good. Now, Chris says, well, the concho's a little off center. Actually, it looks like it's supposed to be that way because it kind of falls under the gun. Don't knock yourself out on that one, or don't beat yourself up on that one, whichever way you want to go with that. It looks good. Nice work on that one. And Debbie. Okay, Debbie is doing some fantastic work with the skulls and the mask. 2 shows coming up. So, Debbie, good luck on both of your shows. I hope you knock it out of the ballpark on those. Let's see, Dennis Messenger. And I think it's Messenger. Please excuse me, Dennis, if I'm mispronouncing your name, but it's a chapstick case. Project literally out of left field. And gotta tell you, Dennis, you've done a good job on those. Those look good. Um, okay, Timothy Avery Powers evidently got the bug for making bags and can't stop making some beautiful bags and loving it. So, Cody Knobloch, Python journal cover surprised me because typically when we work with snake, it doesn't come out that clean and tight. Beautiful job, Cody. Absolutely. Kelly Frazier, loving the two-tone wallets. Doing a great job on those, but I love your color combinations. Those look good. And Thomas Behan evidently left a life-sucking job, is going to have more time with us. And that's a plus. So, Thomas, going to look forward to seeing your name more often. So, y'all, anybody on the fan page, thank you for making that what it is. Great comments, beautiful, and questions. You can get some great answers to some questions and pretty quick, too. Pretty quick, too. So, always, if you got a project on your table and you don't know which way to go, right, just put it on the fan page. You'll get some good information. Jan Nagel, I saw your name pass just a minute ago, but I forgot to say hello. Jan, I'm glad you're with us, y'all. I'm glad everybody's with us. Let's see. X Tech, X Linux. That's a mouthful, but it doesn't matter. Glad you're with us. Good to see your name pop up. Ralph Morrow is with us. Nice, Ralph. Good to see your name. Guy Heller. Oh, Guy, thank you for the comment. Means more than you know, and it really does. Oh, goodness. I'm going to come back to this because I had a thought there. Zombie. Okay, first off, pretty cool. How do I convince my wife to let me dump money into leather working supplies so that I can get started in the hobby? The first project is you make something for her. It's a rule of thumb. You'll nail it too, right? Make something for your wife. She'll never be a problem. She'll never be a problem because you're going to keep making stuff for her, right? Oh, yeah, that's the way to go. Make something for your spouse right up front and they'll be with you. But all told, they're going to love your craft because there's so many pluses that you don't see up front. So many pluses. But yeah, make your spouse something and you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Oh, let's see. DS. Okay. Replying to Voodoo. I've just purchased a rotary cutter and I love it for long straight cuts. You're exactly right. Just be careful of those. The only really bad wounds I've seen in leathercraft are from the rotary cutter. And just be careful. Yeah, they're so easy to run over something that belongs to us, right? That we want to keep attached. Anyway, but it is a great knife. It is a great knife. Let's see. Okay. Ron's wood turning shop and stuff. Well, like the name, Ron. I just bought the Master Tool Cub and oh my, game changer. Boy, it is, isn't it? That thing will sew. Oh man, it's like 3/4 of an inch, like 4 8 to 9s at once, and it just goes through it like it's nothing. Jump up to a whole new set of projects there. Carrie is with us. Carrie, I'm glad to see your name pop up. Yeah, still 229 days, no coffee or caffeine. I'm impressed. That's great discipline. Carrie, that is great discipline, and I'm happy for you on that. Um, let's see, Joe Vanek. I am sorry to say I'm not going to the Maker Camp in New York. We've kicked that around. But I think my boss kind of feels like I was on the road too much this summer. So she's giving me the rest of the year open. May make a trip up to Ohio. But no, I won't be there. And I apologize for that. I'd love to see that. I'd love to just see that, much less be there and participate. So maybe next year. Maybe next year I've got a much lighter show schedule. So maybe some things can pop up and fit in. I hope so. I hope so. Tabby Smallwood. Hi from Alaska. Well, hello, right back to Alaska. I'm glad you're with us. Good to see your name pop up. Love to see Alaska. Oh, I know. That's just got to come out. Love to see Alaska. In fact, DS. Yeah, very good. Zombie, have you thought about trying to get your wife to join you in the leathercraft journey? She may enjoy it. You never know. That's exactly right. The worst case, she comes down and joins you for making Christmas gifts or helps you write. That's for me and my wife, say a week before Christmas, couple of different nights, we'll spend an evening in the shop and got the music on, got a hot cup of coffee, little frost on the windows, the heater's going, Christmas music. It's a special time. It really is. It's a special time. So who knows what can come of that? Absolutely. Uh, oh, let's see, Joe Vanek. I would love to see you there. It's getting better and better each year. I bet it is. I bet it is. So we've got that on, or I wouldn't say we've got that on the list, but it's on my script, and I'll see that next week and remember that. And we've kind of kicked it around. It's been a little while back. This COVID thing messed everything up. Anyway, so maybe it's a possibility. Maybe it is. Uh, let's see, Zombie. Does the Leather Crafting Toolkit 2.0 from your website have everything needed to get started in making small projects? Just to get the feel of everything. I would have to see it, and I can probably pull it up. I would have to see it, but I would think so because I helped create the first kit. We've got one that's kind of a beginner kit, but it's kind of more geared towards sewing. I tell you what, if you don't mind, drop that. You know what? You can always email us. Always email me. There's a website on the homepage for the Weaver for the Weaver website. You can always send an email and say, "Hey, for Chuck, I can give you my absolute opinion on that." I think so. I think so, but I'd have to see it because there's a lot of different things in a couple of different kits, and I don't want to give you the wrong information. So, but send us an email or fan page. I'll see that on the fan page. So if you want my opinion, absolutely one or the other, I'll see what I can do to help out. Absolutely. So, um, let's see. Tomaso Sinoco, Seneco. Please excuse me if I butchered your name. I hate that. But thank you very much for that comment. Um, yeah, okay. Greetings from Europe. Well, greetings across the pond. Absolutely. Um, this is what I wanted to mention a while ago. Excuse me. And if you've been here often, you've heard this before, but it's a good point. Um, my job is to make videos. It's a job. I've got the best job in the world for me. Love it. But it's a job, right? It's a job. And I work by myself. So, and I always see the comments and they mean more than you know. But when I see the comments, um, they go deep, because I kind of work for myself and I'm critical of the videos and kind of when I first see them come up on YouTube, I squint my eyes and I'm like, I almost don't want to see them. And then I see the comments and it makes all the difference in the world. It's a job. I work for Weaver but comments like that, that's a big payoff to me. So, so y'all, thank you for that. Thank you for that more than you know. Let's see. Rick Stewart. Rick, thanks for helping out here because it's hard for me to do it sometimes here. But y'all, anybody that helps out, thank you too. So yeah, thank you for that. Thanks for helping out. Daniel reaches with us. I can't stay long. Uh, let's see. I can't, but someone asked Chuck what he made for the Pirates of the Caribbean. I heard on his video he made some pieces. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a two-sided story. Well, typically movies will order 3 of each item. Um, so they have extras in case something gets trashed. So I know I mean this was like a long time ago, dating myself. They bought 3 different kinds of baldricks, if I remember, couple of wide belts, couple of cinch pouches, couple of frogs, probably a couple of arm guards. Uh, I can't honestly remember. I probably still have the order here. But the other side of that is I watched this was Pirates 4. This was for Pirates 4, and I've seen it once. I didn't see anything I made in it. Now, okay. Uh, well, the gentleman that was buying everything for the videos or for the movie asked me, can I weather the product? And I told him, I said, everything I do, every step of the way, and we're all like this, I bet. Every step of the way, I do everything as clean as I can so that when the product or the project is done, it's as clean and it's as pretty and it's as professional as I can make it. I'm gonna hate to go back in with a chain or a hammer or a man and right? but he had a response I'll never forget. He said, "I understand, we'll take care of it." And I was so stressed over that. I'm like, "I'm gonna lose this sale." He said, "We understand. We'll take care of it." So, but anyway, I need to watch it again to see if something I made does pop up, right? But there's a couple others where my stuff is a good bit more noticeable, like Just Visiting, the John Hughes film, Mortal Kombat, the TV. It was a TV series. Uh, I'll come up. I'll see if I can remember more of them. This was a long time ago. Now it's like 20 years, right? I can't remember what I did yesterday. Anyway, uh, yeah, okay, Rocco 1204, you're exactly right. It may be a job, but when you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. And you're exactly right. I've heard that so many times. Um, Good. The consummate nerd helping out. Thank you for that. Uh, oh, bless your heart, JP44. Your videos are great because they convey your passion for the craft, and that definitely inspires creativity. Uh, it makes me feel like I can tackle any project. For sure, love it. Thank you again for that. Yes, I sometimes come off like a used car salesperson, right? But it's not. I really feel anybody, and a lot of us, and we probably feel the same way. Anybody can pick up a box knife and a revolving punch and a couple of rivets and make the coolest stuff. You start with no experience. You don't need it when you get started, but still, with those three tools and a little leather, you can make all kinds of complex projects. And here's another part of that: 99 out of 100 people that make their first project are not just happy with it; they're almost ecstatic over what they were able to do. And I think that fuels stepping to the next project, and then maybe another and another, because there's no end to the things we can make. We've got a list here. I need to do this. We need to do this again because I've got a list of 100. Well, it started as 100 things we can make out of leather. Yeah, it went way past 100, but there's so many crazy things we never think about. A chapstick case. Never would have thought about. That's a cool little project. That's a cool little project. So I'm going to write down the 100 list, and maybe we can add to it. Maybe I keep every time we bring it up, we get some new comments that I never would have thought about, like a zipper pull. What? I never thought about that. So anyway, we'll do that 2 weeks from today. Where we at? 332. Okay, we're jamming. We're doing good. Finally. Yay. So let's see. Okay, the consummate nerd responding to Michael. Most importantly, don't give up. We all make mistakes and crash before we learn to fly. That actually that's the reason we do a craft fail every week. First off, let's laugh at our mistakes. Right, it helps with the sanity. But secondly, for the new folks, we all make mistakes. I imagine the top names out there. Oh, I bet Jim Linnell makes mistakes. Peter and Tony Bernier and Jurgen Volbach, I bet they make mistakes. When you see their work, you go, no way. But they do. I guarantee it. So, but that's a big point. But glad you mentioned that. Um, Don. All right, Don Lapham. Agreed. My first project was a mouse pad for my son. It was with our mouse pad video or with your mouse pad video, and I was happy I was able to make something he could use. Another part of it we don't really think about. Okay, so we've got in other news, upcoming video. We're doing a video just for new folks. I mean, for folks that are just walking in the door, we're doing two simple projects. I'm kind of happy with the way they came out. They look good, but that's a very big point. Um, there's so much we can do. I know I fumble with that because there's so many ways we can go, so many things we can make, but we can use them. That's a big part of it. And I've said this before. Does anybody remember making the little clay changed bowl in second grade for mom and dad? And it went on a shelf, and like within the next year, it kind of degraded into dust. And right, leather is exactly the opposite. We can make things for folks. They wear it. They love it. Every time they see us, they go, look at the belt. You made me this belt 5 years ago, and I'm still wearing it. So there's so many aspects to leathercraft beyond just the fun of designing and making the project. Anyway, we've got a good video. I hope good. I say that, right? Coming up for folks that are brand new. Two great projects that we can use. And you're right, Don. That is such a big aspect of the leather work. So let's see. Oh goodness. Okay, Ron's wood turning shop and stuff. One thing I never see on leather making videos is keeping your hands clean. You're exactly right. Chuck addressed it with the rubber gloves, which is a great idea. I have smudged leather with stuff on my hands not dying. I know. You're right. It can be a problem because when we first off, the oils in our hands can leave a mark on like veg tan. Um, Keeping our hands clean, it's a bit of a problem, to be honest with you. The gloves are a bit of a help. I don't so much have the problem on this side. Pens and Sharpies seem to be the biggest culprit in my shop. Um, but also too, for folks that are new, oh, this is like an initiation. Yeah, oh, you're gonna love this. So you're dying along. You got your gloves on, like we should. Keep the dye off our hands. We're dying along, and because the dye is cold, we don't really notice that there's a little pinhole in the a finger of one of our gloves, and it fills up with dye, right? So we take our gloves off, and we have a beautiful green, or red, or blue, or a nice saddle tan. Looks good on a pinky finger. Just add a little top coat, you'll be fine. But yeah, it's almost like an initiation, right, to leatherwork. Everybody that's done that, yeah, a little alcohol will help. Just a tip, a little alcohol will help. But when it gets down into the cuticle and under your fingernail, it's going to take like a week to get that off. We're made out of leather too, right? And we dye just as well as a nice veg tan. So let's see. Okay, back over here. Let's see. Connor is with us. Howdy from Utah. Hello, right back to Utah. Very nice. Oh, look at this. All right, Raymond Perez took a week off to straighten up. Now I'm ready to design my first bag. Raymond, that's fun. I hope you have a good time with it, but you also probably have a good shop. I, I'm envious. How nice is that? Does anybody ever take this all this time to clean your shop and get it just right? You get over to your work table and can't figure out what to work on, right? Got this big, beautiful shop and no project on the table. Let's see. Let's see, JR Crafting. I'm glad to see your name pop up. Oh, Michael S. Nothing like a bottle of dye throwing up everywhere when I take the lid off. That's almost exactly the right term. Oh man. And I did on my weaver table. I dropped a dauber. I dropped a dauber. Little drops of dye. You'll probably see it in the next couple of videos if you actually look for it. I couldn't believe that. Okay, actually, what happened, I think I was taping it. I tape with a pro dye. Typically, you can use daubers again and again. Maybe not too often. I might say not too often, but 4 or 5 uses, so you can really make the daubers go a little further. So I'll tape them onto my bottle with a little dauber head a little higher than the cap of the bottle, so it's not touching anything. Well, I think I flipped it or something and just brown dye all over my nice cutting table. Anyway, it happens, right? It happens. Okay, so let's see. Where are we? We are jamming along on time. Again, I'm going to do my best this week to become more organized. Yeah, not going to happen. Okay, so let's do this before we run out of time because we always seem to. All right. Tool leather of the week. All right, so we've got a tool of the week. A lot of us use these, but if you're new to leathercraft or you haven't gotten one, indispensable tool in our shop. And the reason I say this is because I used this in the last video and it came to mind. I use this on so many projects. It's a wood strap cutter. Now, you've seen the draw gauge. Probably it looks like it's got a pistol grip on it. They're nice. They're very nice. In all honesty, I prefer this simply because it's got this upper bar on it, which we can move up or down. But if you haven't tried one of these, I think that video will be out in a little bit. But I know we've got a video on using this and how to change the blade and how to take care of it and change the measurements and all that. But product of the week, one of the most useful tools in my shop. And I think cost compared to use, probably number one because it's not terribly expensive. And the blades are very sharp, but they're inexpensive and they're easy to change. So great tool. And of course, Weaver logo. Yay. All right. So that's tool of the week for us. Wooden strap cutter, wood handled strap cutter. There's like 6 different names for it. And I think too, in this video, I don't have one with me, but a spot, right? We know what spots are. They're leather decoration. Yeah. As much as I use them, I can't imagine. What? Weaver bells. Yeah. spots, right? They've got the two little tines on them. So I think there's 5 different names for these. Prong, tine, spike, maybe 3. Oh, there's got to be 4. There's got to be one I'm not thinking about. Anyway, so, okay. Where are we? Let's jump back over here. Oh, let's see. Leslie. All right, Redditors on the leather forum ask a lot of questions about how to use that tool. Okay. We need to take care of that because it's the best tool in my shop. I love that. My last one lasted 20 years, and that's when I had a business. I bet I strapped 10 miles of belts with that one strap cutter. Leslie, if you think about it, copy us over there. Copy us over there, we'll take care of it too. I'll pass that along to the boss. But we do have a full video on how to use one of those and all the ins and outs of it. But Leslie, thanks for bringing that up. Thank you. Let's see. DS, yeah. Well, okay, yeah. So Christmas gift ideas. This is the bowls, the ballet trays. These are a fan favorite. I love these. Easy to make, but isn't that cool? A fall leaf. Yeah, I got a little tag on that one. But also, okay, so my wife and I, each year we determine we're going to make so-and-so for Christmas this year, right? So we'll make sometimes, I think at one year we did 62 gifts. Now, those were luggage tags with laser engraved names on them. So they were easy to make, right? We could make a lot of them. And my wife made like 20 or 25 for the folks that she worked with. They all traveled a lot. So we made those, but we'll make like 10 or 12 or 18 of something. Sometimes we'll do like multiple levels, and we can do this like close family and friends, and then maybe like coworkers. A smaller, easier project, still a gift, still handmade, but now we can make more of these at a time. So last year we made a bunch of these feathers. I bet I put them on the fan page, but that's so far back though. Oh, we had some that were blue and that were green and red. I think we made about 24 of them, but it's just a small, I don't know if I would say hand tooled feather, but it's tooled. And then wet formed it and then painted it. So fun little project. Oh, and of course the stockings. We might go that route this year. And I hate to say that, right? Because a lot of the folks that are watching this are going to get a gift from us this year. So anyway, we'll do something else. Dude, you see nothing. You see nothing. Yeah, and also on the fan page too, I noticed people want to put projects up, but they're going to be gifts. So they can't. I know. It's a thin line there, isn't it? It's a thin line. So okay, we got that knocked out. We're actually doing well on time. Hallelujah on that. All right, let's jump back over here for a minute. Let's see. Oh, nice, Nicola. Got a video that inspired you to start your own leather business. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well there. Good. Let's see. Stud. Okay, is that another name for the little tines on the spots? Consummate nerd. Um, let's see. Okay, Pam. Let's see. The video, of course, is great on the strap cutter. So is the new video of wet molding a ballet tray. Oh, I hope so. Again, that was another idea from the boss. Because a lot of us, that are a little more experienced, we kind of overlook the simpler projects. And I'm so guilty of that. I'm so guilty of that. But the boss always seems to come up with some good ideas that I kind of don't ever think about. So, but again, y'all too, certainly put in some ideas here for videos if you want to. It never hurts. Never hurts. Let's see. Oh, Consummate Nerd, speaking of gifts, I got my cool free stickers. Cool. Oh, JR Crafting. Good one. Good one there. Snowflake ornaments. That's exactly right. Snowflake ornaments. That's a good idea. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Is that P2 Fords? Where did you get your shirt? We sell these. It's if I can. I know. There we go. Yeah, it's a master tool shirts. We have those on the website and in the catalog. Let's see. Oh man. Okay. Gary Cobb. First off, thanks for being with us. jump in. Absolutely. But Gary said, I'm just starting out, and what would be a good start project? Wow, that's a hard one. Because, well, first off, there's so many. Not hard because what's an easy one? The hard part of that is because there are so many fun, inexpensive, easy, useful projects that you need very little to use. How about cuffs and keychains? Just right off the top of my head, or ballet trays. I don't think we have. I've never done the little pinched corner ballet tray simply because it's so easy to wet form them, into a nice shape. But that's a great, easy project. Y'all, anybody wants to drop in something that would be a good first project. But here's the second part of that. What do you want to make? Like, say, do you want a wallet or would you like to make a cuff or how about a pouch, a belt pouch? Do you hunt? Oh, that's a target rich environment. Do you ride a horse? Target rich environment, right? Do you want like a journal cover or now a briefcase is a little bit down the road, but not that far. You'll be surprised after you get a couple of smaller projects behind you, you can really jump up to some bigger stuff. Um, oh yeah, so anybody got some good simple projects for new folks, drop them in. That's a great question. It's a loaded question because there's so many possibilities. But yeah, look to things you like to do, something that you'd like to have that might just spark an idea, and I hope it does. Uh, yeah, okay. Oh, we got y'all. Thank you for so many. No, oh, putting in some great comments here, y'all. Very nice. Yeah, these are my favorites. This is one of my favorite Christmas because with this, now this one's kind of it's just got a little bit less decoration on it, but we've got a video that's got a tooled one. And I think I even say in the video, I want to make something. I know these are our bells, the real bells from Weaver. And let me put that down. We've got a shop tricks video on how to put a little damper in those because they'll make you back crap crazy when you're working on a strap. Anyway, I think it's one of my favorite because I think they're absolutely beautiful. The point is, in one of the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen, right? He's got the ladder, um, that was obviously made at the North Pole, but every rung has a floral decoration. Whatever you call the things that go up that the rungs go to, total floral decoration. It looked like it was made for by elves, and that's what I want with a sleigh bell strap. I want something that is such high quality, it looks like it was made by the elves. So anyway, that's kind of the point to the sleigh bells. I just think they're gorgeous, and I think they're the coolest high-end leather decoration you can have in your home. I don't get that feeling from everybody else, right? I don't get that feeling from everybody else. I love them, but you don't have to go full on. You can make little door hangers, with one or two bells or three or four. But we just make a nice one because we always see those cheap ass door hanger. Sorry, because when we see them, we go, "What crap?" Right? Because it's like not even real leather. It's like some kind of vinyl, and they got the cheap bells on them, and it just really can you go to the trouble to make a nice well, of course, cost involved, right? And we're leather crafters, so we're gonna blow it up, right? We're gonna whatever it is, we're gonna blow it up. So anyway, uh oh, Chris Gould, here's a cool all right, friend of mine works with glass and blacksmiths the same way. Wants cuffs made to protect his wrists. What thickness of leather would you recommend? I might say a suede, a good suede. Um, maybe typically suede's a 3 to 4, maybe a 4 to 5 ounce, but we need something that's got a good supple feel to it. Um, Something that's going to be comfortable. Um, we've got, and I love this. I haven't made one, but we've got a suede split. I I know today it just ain't happening, is it? It but we've met. So anyway, we've got what's called an apron split in suede. It's an 8 to 9 ounce suede. I'm not kidding you. In fact, let me write that down because I've got one over there. I use it as the background for all my inset shots. Um, let's see, 8 to 9 ounce suede. Yeah, anyway, that would be perfect. Now, Chris, that's a lot of shipping to get that across the pond to you. But anyway, I'm just pitching our apron split because you make a great apron. But I would say just about anything in the 4 to 5 ounce range, just so it's not got too much body, so it's uncomfortable, but enough thickness to protect their wrist. And I think a 4 to 5, 3 to 4 might do that. Leather's great for protection. Yeah, for the blacksmiths. But Chris, great question on that. I hope they come out nice. You got to put those on the fan page. I'd love to see those come out. Uh, oh, you're kidding. Patricia Cleghorn. Want to make a leather coat for my dog. Made a pattern to fit her. Just need to design it. That's fun. That's cool. We're dog people. Absolutely. Um, I hope you have a good time with that. Talk about a project out of left field again. That's a cool idea. Okay, Patricia, if you want to, put it on the fan page. Love to see that. Love to see that. Uh, I hope I didn't botch your name. Okay. Is it? It says Patricia. Please excuse me if I did. A big spell check is my biggest enemy. And I noticed last week, I think we had one or two say, "Hey, Chunk," Chunck. I don't care. I don't. I can't imagine how many emails I've sent out where I put my name Chunk or forgotten the C or forgotten the H. It just happens. The point is, I hope I didn't botch your name on that one. That I hate. I would hate to do that. Um, let's see. Oh, the Horton David. I haven't seen her name pop up. Glad to see it pop up today. Very cool. Uh, oh man, my dog of 13 years just died. I buried him with his very nice leather collar. Bless your heart. Let's move on, buddy, because they're part of the family, aren't they? Absolutely. Let's see. Oh no, John Simpson. I hope you're over that. Finally getting back to some leather crafting. Started working on a purse for my month. Did spell check strike again? Yeah, we'll figure it out, right? Uh, yeah, okay, Rick, there you go. Chuck has a video on making wraparound wrist cuffs. They are a heavier veg tan and might be good for wrist protection for a blacksmith. That's exactly right. Good protection. They're made to give us, a little strength there, right? A little support. You're exactly right. A little protection there as well. Um, Daniel Freyer is with us from Pittsburgh. Hello, right back to Pittsburgh. I hope you're doing all right. Thanks for being with us. Uh, Small caliber arms review. Sorry I'm late. Please don't apologize. We all have this working for a living thing going. Jump in when you can. Say hello if you want. You're always welcome. Always welcome. And it's good to see everybody. 3:53. Boy, this hour's running out fast. Uh, let's see. Nikolai. There we go. There's so many projects I want to make, but haven't. Because I do leather work for a living. I'm almost always making things that I can sell, and usually they are not the cooler, more complicated projects. Let's see, the cobbler's son with no shoes. I have heard that saying before, and I am in the same boat with you. Everything I make is for the way you're selling it. I'm making a video on it, and we kind of end up not having time in our day to make things for ourselves, which is it's kind of sad because that's that's where the fun of it is. But it's also kind of a problem because we're not experimenting. We're making stuff that we know how to make again and again and again, and we're not jumping out there for ourselves because we're our own guinea pig. And actually, that's safer. If we are the guinea pig for our own projects, here's one reason, a cautionary tale for folks that are new. Um, when we first start out, a lot of us, like if some of a lot of us are motivated by the Renaissance fairs, right? We get interested in the fairs and we want to make pieces and parts of costume. That's actually how I got into leather. I saw this beautiful stuff at rent fairs but couldn't afford it. Started making it myself. First project I made was a pair of boots, right? It's a pattern, it's a common pattern out there, but it doesn't lace up. It just cinches right above the calf. And we all buy that piece of rabbit fur, cut it in half, and use that for the flaps, right? Right? That's familiar. Anyway, so on my first pair, I laced it to tie on the inside, right? Well, that looked cool, right? my next great idea, right, was to put beads on the end of the lace so they wouldn't pull out. Oh, bad plan. Because what happened is about every third or fourth step, that bead would grab the loop of the other boot. I don't, you know what? Your boots may look great, but if you're walking like that, it ain't happening. It just ain't happening, right? So, anyway, like I said, it's good to be our own guinea pig, and then let's make projects for other people. So, okay. Um, Let's see, Dennis, let's see, I wanna, might be responding there. Are the live sessions scheduled for certain days of the week? I wanna make sure to catch them as often as I can. Yeah, Dennis, okay, on the we do these every other week because I had so many shows going this summer. We went to an every other week schedule. I'm not a big fan. Um, but on the fan page, right at the top is a schedule, and it's marked in blue, in green or red. So it's every other Wednesday, but there's a schedule on the fan page. The boss put that up, so that'll help if you're confused. But yeah, it's 3 o'clock Wednesday, U.S. East Coast time, every other week. And well, we need to jump back to the other one, but I'm catching up on videos. That was part of the problem with the summer, is that I got behind on videos. I was shooting for Friday. I hate shooting for Friday because that means I'm working on a video that's going to release this Friday. I'm that far behind. Right now, I'm about 2 weeks out. 2 weeks out, and if I get this video finished and edited and up, I'm 3 weeks out. Uh, that gives me some breathing room. Where I'm going with this is now I can jump over to more complex projects, like a gun belt, a full gun rig. Oh, that's so I've got like 10 projects I'm just dying to do videos on. But I've been struggling doing shorter ones just because of the time. Because of the time. We want one every Friday. Now, I might not say the company wants that. That's me. I think that's my own rule. Consistency. That's right. Anyway, okay, that's enough. Not me. Let's all right. Let's see. Okay, Scott Robinson, greetings from just down the road in Massillon. Sure wish your place was open on Saturdays. Love you guys. Yes, and I don't think it's so much a problem of wanting to be open as I think, like most everybody in this ridiculous, absurd economy, everybody's short of people. Everybody's short of people. And oh, the out of stock inventory, we're getting better. In fact, about 3 months ago at a show, I'm working with Jim. He said, we're getting back in stock. We're slowly getting back in stock. So if we've had something that's been out of stock, I apologize for all of us at Weaver. Everybody at Weaver is working hard. I've even heard the top end guys, CFO, CEO, they're helping out in shipping. They've been helping out in shipping through the summer. So everybody at Weaver's pitching in. It's the culture. It's just the culture at Weaver. It's all of our baby. Yeah, babies, baby. It's all of ours, baby. Wait, oh, good English, right? It's my second language. So anyway, if we've been out of stock, I'm sure stuff's starting to get back in. But I think the thing about Saturday is we just don't have the people to make that happen. So, but we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. I'll fill you in as we move forward. Uh, oh no, James Hughes. I'm sorry, James. Chuck, your videos make it hard to get my normal job done. I am always finding a video that I'm saying, okay, on one side, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But on the other side, oops, sorry, I might have hit the mute button too fast there. Anyway, so we're coming up on 3:58. I always feel like if we go past 4, I'm working into y'all's time, and I don't want to do that. Great live today. I hope it was a good live today. Um, oh, there's one more. Okay, a video. Damn. I have been waiting for these since the day I walked in the door at Weaver, and I've only had one in my life, and it was a little bitty dinky thing that was almost useless because I got to bring these up. I'm excited about these. Corner knives. Oh, multiple sizes in corner knives. Oh, man. Corners, not the only thing we can do with these. Anyway, finished the video. I think that video is due out. I don't think it's due out this Friday, but I think it's due out next Friday. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Anyway, all right. So What else we got to look at real quick? Oh, time's a wasting. Okay, a luxury in a shop. But if you're in a production shop, you may very well need these. Old school leather gauge. Look at that baby. And it is just as accurate as the micrometer is. Anyway, for most of us crafters, we kind of tend to feel our way through weights. But if your production shop, might be the best thing you could do. Anyway, okay, so I had it on my table. I want to show that because I always forget stuff on this table. And we had a cautionary tale. We'll get to that next week. It's a funny story, but it's a cautionary tale. Okay, so fan page. Anybody's got a good question, comment. Everybody put your projects on the fan page. Love to see them. Love to comment on them. Love to see all the great ideas. If you got a question, great place. If you're not familiar with us, it's the Chuck Dorsett fan page on Facebook. Yeah, welcome to the family. You thought you had a big family earlier. Now you got a family plus 7,000. So yeah, you'll see, right? Anyway, also I'm going to leave this open for a minute or so. If you need it, if you've got something there that you wanted me to see, y'all, I missed so many comments. I can just see them flying by. But if you want me to see something, I'll always leave this up for a couple of minutes after we shut down. But also, there's the fan page if you've got a question. And there's always an email address on the Weaver website, the homepage, if you need to send me something or ask a question. So, y'all, I hope it was a good live today. It was a little bit off kilter. I've just been off kilter today, and I apologize for that. But what a blast. What a blast. It's the highlight of my week. I look forward to this every week, every other week now, the other white meat, right? So, well, y'all have a very good evening. I hope you have a great second half of your week, and hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have something good on your table. Good luck with your projects. Thanks for making this what it is. So we'll see you in 2 weeks from today. Love y'all.